everyone! For today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. As you can see, I'm in a very different position. You can actually see most of my bookshelf. I have plenty of little stuffies and little trinkets on it, and I thought I would do the bookshelf scavenger hunt. So this is kind of fun. I've seen it floating around, and as I was seeing people answer questions and find books on their own shelves, I kind of thought, what books would I be using if I had to do these questions? So I thought, why not do it? It'll be great. I have several shelves of books. I have books piled up on shelves, books on the floor, and a bookshelf on the opposite wall. So there is plenty to choose from. Okay, so the first one is a book that has an author whose name includes the letter Z. So I already know what I'm going to do for this one. For this one, I'm going to do Blood of Owls by Andrzej Sapkowski. He has a Z right in his first name, right after the R. And he writes the Witcher series, and I love the Witcher series. It is phenomenal. And Andrzej is just an incredibly, incredibly talented writer. I cannot praise him enough. It is, his writing just like takes you to a whole other world. So he is my Z author. The next question, clue, whatever, is a classic. So I'm actually going to go over to my shelf on the wall because that's where I keep most of my classics. So my classic is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This actually has Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. And I just love it. This version was actually given to me by my mother when she left her old high school and moved to a different one. The librarian gave her a book and she gave her Pride and Prejudice, which my mom then gave to me, and it is just such a beautiful edition. It's like a plush cover and it has the gold pages. Very pretty, and it's like an old book. It is gorgeous. I don't know how old it is. Let's see. So this is about 33 years old, 1984. Looks like it's older, and I'm gonna say that it is. So the next clue is a book with a key on it. So for that one, I'm going to hop up to the top shelf. Okay, so for this one, I am choosing Bitter Blue by Kristen Cashore. You can see there are several keys on the cover. So of course I'm going to choose this one. This is the third book in the Graceling Companion series. All three books are technically companions, however Bitter Blue is more of a sequel to Graceling. So yeah, but this is just a great series. I quite enjoyed it. This book was a little bit long, but there are the keys on the cover. So the next clue is something that is not a book, and as you can see, I have plenty to choose from. There is lots on my bookshelves that are not books, but I'm actually going to choose my rose quartz. So I love rose quartz. I love crystals. Crystals are phenomenal. They're my favorite. I have too many of them. I don't have enough of them. But yeah, I love rose quartz. This is a massive chunk. Like, look at it compared to my face. I actually got this one at HomeSense. It's actually a really decent place to get huge crystals from, but I prefer to get them at more like new age actual crystal shops. But yeah, love this. And this is actually the relationship corner of my room. So I just have this beautiful piece of rose quartz sitting right up top. So the next one is my oldest book, and I know exactly what book this is because it is old, like old. So as you can see, resting on top of these books, I have these two books that just kind of sit up top. So these are actually both by Dickens. So this one is just like a Christmas Carol, kind of like a chapbook sort of thing. And this one is quite old. I think it is 1870s, 1880s, I want to say. So it's quite old. It was originally 15 cents. So that's cool. But this one is actually even older. So this is Dickens' works, and inside of it is Oliver Twist, and then there's Italy, like notes on Italy. And this book is 1860, so I treasure these books very close to my heart. And these I actually got at a used bookstore, and they were just kind of tucked away in the corner. And I love old books, so why would I get them? But I think I paid like $7 for both of these. And I was like, yes, I will buy old ass books. So these are my two oldest books. This one is obviously older, but they're just my very antique books. So the next one is a book with a girl on it. And what book doesn't have a girl on it? Let me choose. Actually, most of my books don't have girls on them. I'm just realizing, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one. So this is Cry of the Ice Mark by Stuart Hill. And as you can see, there is a girl on it. There we go. Badass girl, wearing armor. She's got her helmet. Look at that. Look at that snow leopard right there. Beauty. Beauty. So the next book is one that has a male protagonist, and I'm just going to totally ignore Harry Potter because that is like too hyped about. So, I know what I'm going to do. This is His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik, and this book has a main male protagonist. So there we go. That is my book. Okay, so the next one is Only Words on the Cover, which is actually quite difficult, but I have several books that can fit this bill. So the book that I'm doing is The Art of Language Invention, which obviously only has words on it. It actually has it all spelled out phonetically. And I just realized that I have a bookmark in there that I've been looking for. I'm gonna keep that. The next one is a book that has pictures in it. Most people, the videos I've been watching, have people grabbing just illustrated versions of books, but I'm gonna grab something a little bit different just to kind of mix it up. So here I have Hark a Vagrant by Kate Beaton. Love it. It's a comic collection, so she has like all of her strips in there, and it's pretty hilarious. I love it. If you like literature, which if you're watching this video, I'm sure you do, if you like history, and if you have a sense of humor, you'll probably enjoy these books. They're just hilarious. I have her second one as well, Step Aside Pops, and they're both just phenomenal. Whew. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. Okay, so the next one is a book that has gold lettering on it, which is actually like 90% of every single fantasy book ever published, but this is gonna be tricky because I can only choose one. You know what? I'm gonna do Rebel of the Sands. I actually just finished this book, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun, and as you can see, this is like a gold lettering, and there's also gold illustration thing happening on the cover, so yeah, gold lettering on it. The next book is a book written by an author with a common name. So I could go with Stuart Hill, but I've already used him, so I don't want to use him again. But I think I'm gonna go for The Alchemist by Michael Scott. And if Michael Scott isn't one of the most generic, popular, like, common names I've ever heard, I don't know what a common name is. So Michael Scott, super common. Then there is a book that has a close-up of something on it. And I have a series of books that has close-ups on it. So I have selected Wings, and as you can see, there's a close-up of some flower petals. And the entire series has a close-up of some kind of flower on it. So there you go. I guess technically the entire series could be counted as something with a close-up on it. Next one takes place in earliest time period. So I actually have to go digging a little bit for this one. So this book, I actually had to kind of go behind you guys and digging a little bit in a pile of stuff that I have on the ground. And it is the Iliad, and the Iliad takes place in like something AD, BC, it's BC, or BCE, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it takes place a long time ago, ancient Greece, you know, the Trojans and everything. And as you can see, I'm still reading it. Because this book is literally just about guys fighting each other and being bros, and it is a very bro book, and it's very difficult to get into, but I'm trying. I'm gonna try. The next one is a hardcover without a dust jacket on it, and the book that I'm currently reading is actually a paperback, but I have some hardcovers that don't have any dust jackets and never had any dust jackets. I think, ooh, hair out of my face. I think I'm gonna go with Basic Witches, and this is just a really fun book if you are interested in witchcraft, or basically just, you know, boosting your self-esteem and stepping into like that better version of yourself. This is a really fun way to do it. It's just like super funny, and there's some history in it. And yeah, it's like kind of like a beginner's witchcraft kind of book. But yeah, it's really fun. If you want to read it, check it out. The next one is a teal color, and there are plenty of teal color books. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so this book is His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. As you can see, it is like a bluish, tealy color. It's very beautiful. It's very thick. And this is like the trilogy, like it has the entire trilogy in here. And I actually got this when The Golden Compass came out, and I quite enjoy it. The entire series is a really great book. It's a really great series. It's enjoyable. It's blue. Get on that. Oh, also, I totally forgot. I need to pick this up, but Philip Pullman actually wrote a new book that takes place in the same universe, and it's Book of Dust. So I'm really excited to get into that because that looks pretty phenomenal. Okay, also I just realized I've been doing like this a lot, and I'm really sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that a lot. I don't normally do that, so just apologize in advance for everything that ends up ending in. So the next one is a book that has stars on it. So I actually know exactly what book I'm going to go for this one. Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer. And as you can see, or maybe you can't see, there are some stars along the cover, like at the top. It's like a sky, a night sky kind of thing. And yeah, it's very beautiful stars. It's a very beautiful cover. I love these covers. These covers are phenomenal. They're just so beautiful. So the last book is a book that is non-YA. And actually a lot of the books that I've been pulling have been non-YA. There's only been a couple that I pulled that were YA, but I'm gonna have to pull something else that is not YA. So some people have been doing adult books for this section, so instead of like a YA, just going like total adult, like stepping up kind of thing. But I thought I would go in the opposite direction and choose a children's book. So this is the Complete Tales of Beatrix Potter. It's obviously like a children's collection, and yeah, this is a very non-YA book. It is extremely childlike, meant for children. So yeah, this is my non-YA book. Okay everyone, that is my bookshelf scavenger hunt. Yeah. If you guys are curious about what else is on my bookshelves or what are on my multiple bookshelves / piles on the floor of my room, feel free to let me know, and I might do a bookshelf, like a what's on my bookshelf video in the new year when it's hopefully a little bit cleaner and it's a little bit more organized. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!